Welcome. Oh boy. The Caitlin Clark grift has already started. The JuJu Watkins grift has already started. They're using Caitlin Clark to piggyback JuJu Watkins on Monday on First Take. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, both JuJu Watkins, the USC basketball star, female star, they took on Paige Becker and UConn, and Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe both played the card of, oh, we should be talking about JuJu Watkins the same way we talked about Caitlin Clark. Listen for yourself.
I don't know if I've seen a woman college basketball player as polished as JuJu Watkins. Stephen A., the way she can put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, Euro step, one leg, three-point shot, mid-range shot, and she can play outstanding defense. She'll sit in the chair. She can block shots. She can slide. Stephen A., she is as polished as a basketball player as that we've seen at the women's level.
Yo, man, we should be talking about her the way we talked about Caitlin Clark last year. JuJu
Absolutely.
Special. JuJu special. I'm telling you that right now. She is the package. And she's gonna be special.
JuJu Watkins ain't the same as Caitlin Clark. And I'll tell you why. I've already explained this, but let me re-explain. Playing in Los Angeles at USC is not the same as playing at Iowa. It's not racism that's keeping everybody in Los Angeles away from JuJu Watkins basketball games. Here's the process on building stardom, basically in any of these entertainment endeavors. You have to dominate at home. JuJu Watkins, she's from California. She has to dominate in Los Angeles, in California, where she's at. She has to be so phenomenal that 10, 12, 15,000 people are coming to her games in Los Angeles. Now, perhaps you'll make the argument that Los Angeles is one of the most racist cities in the world, and all of them Latino and black people, they just won't support JuJu Watkins. LA is racist. Did they support Kobe Bryant? Oh, yes. Did they support Magic Johnson? Oh, Kareem, Wilt? Did they, a whole laundry list of USC football players? Did they support? Yes, they did. So the explanation is deeper than racism. Again, I know they haven't said that yet, but they've certainly inferred it. And certainly it was like, well, this should be the exact same as Caitlin Clark. Well, Caitlin Clark was in Iowa, in the middle of nowhere. She wasn't in the entertainment capital of the world. She wasn't in a city that had 75-degree weather year-round and open beaches. She went off, or she grew up in and continued to play in a little isolated area of the country where people are starved for entertainment. And so she built a huge following right there in the state of Iowa, her home state. And people needed entertainment, and she provided it, and they filled up Carver Hawkeye Arena. I think it's still called that, I don't know. But they filled it up. Sold out games after game after game. She had a connection with those people that was special, and she carried that connection and that fan base to the WNBA. She dominated at home first. This is the way Hootie and the Blowfish, just as an example. They dominated in the state of South Carolina, playing all the little college bars in South Carolina, all the little small towns and taverns. They built up a huge following in South Carolina. And then the next thing you know, they became this big national act with cracked rearview mirror. But everybody in South Carolina had been hearing those songs and singing those songs for years. That's the process. As I explained, Steph Curry grew up in North Carolina, went to Tiny Davidson, made Davidson a big deal in college basketball. He carried those college basketball fans with him to the NBA. Magic Johnson grew up in Michigan, built a fan base at Michigan State, carried those fans to the NBA. Larry Bird grew up in Indiana, built a fan base at Indiana State, a big following, carried that fan base to the NBA. Michael Jordan grew up in North Carolina, went to the University of North Carolina, carried that fan base to the NBA. JuJu Watkins is in LA. There's a lot to do in Los Angeles. And watching women's basketball isn't high on that list. Maybe over time, people in Los Angeles will hop all the way on board with JuJu. Maybe they won't. Cheryl Miller already was a huge star and the best basketball player in women's basketball at USC. She built up a nice little fan base. Didn't follow her to women's professional basketball because it was just a nice little fan base. But this whole inference, and y'all better support JuJu the way y'all supported Caitlin Clark. If you don't, you're racist. Everybody knows that's the underlying inference. It's not true. It's not accurate. It's not fair. It's JuJu Watkins, and I know she's from California, but she should have gone to either a smaller school in California or gone off to college in some state or in some town, somewhere where they didn't have a bunch of other entertainment options. She should have gone somewhere where she could be the big fish in the small pond. That concept is as old as time. Big fish, little pond. And then when you outgrow that little pond, then you go off into the ocean and you're already a big fish, and all the people that loved you in the little pond will come watch you swim in the ocean. In the world of whiskey, there's premium, and then there's Fox and Odin. And once you taste the difference, the choice will be clear. Buy online at foxandodin.com. Use the promo code America for free shipping. That's foxandodin, ODEN.com. Promo code America to get free shipping. American made, American proud. JuJu Watkins is a nice sized fish in the Los Angeles Ocean. Who knows if she's better than Caitlin Clark? I saw her physically last year and thought, oh boy, the way she puts it on the floor and just the level of athleticism, I could see it. I could see it. You know, she plays a game that's more female Kobe Bryant than female Steph Curry. Caitlin Clark is female Steph Curry. JuJu Watkins potentially could be female Kobe Bryant. The problem is the pond that she's swimming in. And so rather than going to the inference that, oh, she's being denied something, that y'all better treat her like Caitlin Clark. She ain't swimming in the same lake, the same pond as Caitlin Clark. So how can we treat her like Caitlin Clark? She's in a different body of water, and that makes all the difference in the world. And I wish that the alleged worldwide leader in sports would put someone on air with these loudmouth blowhards that all they can think to do is insinuate racism. I wish they had ability to think outside of that very narrow, small box that they've been put in. Just claim racism, ratings explode. How about be the worldwide leader and give people the context and the nuance so they can fully understand what is going on? Big fish, small pond. She's in an ocean. Just doesn't look the same. We'll see you next time. Like what you saw?
Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.